Coggers, how does that sound? How does that sound? If it sounds like there's an echo, it's because, well, this place is pretty open. Hang on, let me close this door actually. Maybe it'll make it better. Actually, I highly doubt that's gonna do dick all. Yeah, sounds like echo, but the audio quality isn't that bad actually. Oh shit, nice. Okay. That's surprising, you know, this is a gaming laptop. You would think that the microphone was the least of its priorities, especially the webcam. That's for like working computers and shit. Alright, just a moment. I'll turn the webcam on in a second. Okay. Just had to get some water. Boom. Where's the chat? Boom, there we go. I mean, if it's a gaming laptop, it probably needs a decent microphone for Discord. Maybe. Alright, I still gotta figure out like a good angle for this. Something like this, maybe. This is on top of the stove, by the way. So, we'll see how that works out. I've already preheated the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, 175 Celsius. So we're gonna wait for that. Should be done preheating at like 9:05. Maybe angle it down a bit slightly more. I think this is okay. Look at that. Not bad. Feels good, man. Okay. Feels okay, man, actually. I've already got the ingredients. And the instructions here. So here's what we're gonna need. Some chocolate chips, butter, flour, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, salt, 9 tablespoons of mayonnaise. 9 tablespoons. Where's the main ingredients? Oh, I've got it in the fridge right now. Let me actually go ahead and get started right now on that. Let me show you what I have. I got the big puppy for this. The big jar. The big Giga Chad mayo. Actually, I got this like about a couple months ago. Let me just give it a smell. Smells like mayonnaise. Good. Didn't go bad. Let me check the expiry date actually. I should do that regularly. Can't seem to find it. Whatever, we'll use all this shit. We'll use it all. Hellman's, of course. You know how it is. Goated mayo. So the first step was to preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. Already did that. We're going to wait for that. Now we're going to go ahead, add 1 cup of butter and chocolate, and microwave all of that together for 2.5 minutes, and then let it sit for 3 minutes. Now the cool thing about this recipe is that all of it can be done in just a single bowl. With just this. You can mix everything in it. Of course you won't bake anything in it. You can't just bake it in a fucking... Okay, it's getting warm in there. Checking my laptop. I don't want to cook my laptop. Actually, let me hold tight for a second. Put my laptop on top of this. I don't want to chance anything, you know? It's a gaming laptop after all, so it has higher temperature. And on top of that, on the stove will be scary. Actually, 1 second. Safety first. You never know what'll happen. So let me get my butter out. Got the butter. Now we need the chocolate chips from pantry. We got plenty of options over here. We got the regular Hershey's ones, and we also have these special ones. Burn the house down live. Yeah, good one. These ones, these Hershey's, is also Reese's. This is peanut butter chips. So I'm thinking we use half chocolate, half peanut butter. Actually, I don't know how that'll turn out. Maybe I should save these for later, but who knows? Let me cut this off. Kind of want to combine these. There we go. In the garbage. Let's get started on the butter, shall we? So we need 1 cup of butter. So each stick is about half a cup. So we're gonna take 2 of these. Make 2 cups. I hate unpacking these, I really do. They're just such a pain in the ass. They stick to the butter. Oh, I think I might actually got this one really easily. Ooh. Ah, god damn it, it's starting to break in the middle. Oh, I hate these. I hate them so much. These baking butter sticks are ass. I don't want to microwave fucking... whatever this is. Oh god. Okay. I can't tell if I got it all. I don't want to eat plastics, dude. Look at that. It's buried deep in there. Fucking hell, nice quality control, guys. Just throw that in. Okay, we get the other stick in, and that would make 2, and then that would also make 1 cup. Don't break, don't break. Oh, you bitch. Oh, it's one of these. That's cute. That's great. It's gonna just break in the middle like that. Oh, awesome. Yeah, look at that. That's some good shit. There we go. Boom. Throw this away. Who made these actually? Gay Leah? And where was it made actually? So I know who to blame. Ontario. Fuck you, Ontario. This shit is ass. Actually, it's pretty good, buddy. It's butter. It's just packaged like shit. Let me just flatten this because we recycle in this house. And now we need 1 cup of chocolate chips. Don't mind the stains on this. I use this for pancake mix. Hey, it's just another word for happy. A little bit more. There we go. I'm thinking 1/3 of it will be the peanut butter. 1/3. Okay? So we put this in here. And you literally just microwave this for 2.5 minutes. There you go. And now we just play the waiting game. How's the stove? It's a bit warm. Trying to see if I smell any burning. Everything seems okay so far. Okay, nice. Scripted stains. I know, right? Why is someone doing fireworks outside my house? Wait, why are they doing fireworks outside your house? What is there? Is it like some sort of holiday? Let me see. No, they're just doing it for no reason. That's great. Got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Now here's the thing about this. It's gotta be the stove or something. The last time I did these, it burnt the fuck out of the brownies. Even though I used the temperature and the time specified in the ingredients. I'm doing fireworks inside my house. I think I might know what you mean, Kappa. But it might actually be the stove or something. So we're going to check on the brownies once it starts baking after 25 minutes. And then after the 25 minutes, we check again at 5 minutes. And then we check again in 5 minutes. Just to make sure that's the perfect bake. Who knows, maybe the temperatures on the stove is all kind of cooked up. 40 seconds left. We need to figure out something to do in the meantime because we're going to be doing some waiting here. There's going to be the waiting for this, the microwave, and then we have to wait 3 more minutes to just let it sit. Gunpowder in the small vessel? What the fuck? React Andy. Potentially. I think, you know what? We could do some React Andy. Let me see what I can do here. I have a chair here. How does this look? Not bad. Ah, nice. That is warm. Oh boy. Hang on a minute, just starting a timer. 3 minutes. Here it is. We're just gonna let that sit for 3 minutes. And then we whisk it together with some other bullshit. Actually, let's go ahead and get the rest of our ingredients first before we do any sort of other bullshit. Put this to the side. Need that later. These over here. Ingredient list there. Fire extinguisher on the table here. Let's get the flour. Original all-purpose. Got some brown sugar, of course. Already have our sugar out. Actually, is this enough? If it isn't enough, I have an extra bit in there. And the vanilla extract. I'm out of natural vanilla extract, so we're going to have to use artificial vanilla extract. Liberal vanilla extract. Daniel's Video Gaming. And cocoa. Just got this. I hate working with cocoa. This shit sticks to everything. Like, if it touches your counter, even a little bit of it, oh my god, it just spills everywhere. Let's get rid of this. I think we got almost everything. Let's actually start extract. Yes, extract. That's the gamer way of saying it. Okay, let's get started on prepping. So 1 cup of sugar. Holy fucking diabetes. Is that a goddamn pube there in my sugar? Okay. A little bit more. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. There's our cup, and then another half a cup of sugar. So 1 cup of sugar and another half cup of sugar. Oh, what? Wait, what did I say? the gamer way of saying it. And that's done. So now we get started on adding our sugar and then our brown sugar. So put this to the side here, get this over here, and then the brown sugar. Now the brown sugar is 3 4 of brown sugar. I do not have one of these for that, and I don't want to eyeball shit, so I'm gonna use this thing. Oh god, I forgot to seal this, so it's like harder than me right now. Just bear with me. I think that'll do. If not, I have another bag of this. Where's a nice spoon? There's a nice spoon. That is almost perfect. Maybe a little extra, but hey, fuck it, dude. Okay, we got our sugars, and then we just add that, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, that's right, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Let's go ahead and add that all in. I want to be sure that you get all this. How's that? Good, good. Nothing is burning. Nothing is burning. Oh, fuck. You know what? It's gonna be a little sweeter. It's gonna be a little sweeter. Fuck it, dude. That's the vanilla extract. Now let's get our sugars in. White sugar. Brown sugar. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. Where's our teaspoon? Where's our teaspoon? Where's our teaspoon? I thought I had it. Where's our teaspoon? Where's the teaspoon? I'll use one of these. Tablespoon. Tablespoon. I have a teaspoon somewhere, dude. I have a teaspoon somewhere. I had it with me in the sugar. I ain't gonna eyeball anything, dog. I ain't gonna eyeball anything. What the fuck? I think it got mixed up somewhere over here. Right? It had to have been. You know what? What is even a table? What is even a teaspoon, huh? Fuck it, you know? Actually, I shouldn't say that. I should have it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Now we're gaming. This is a teaspoon. It looked a lot bigger than what I remember it to be. Tablespoon. Alright, we're gaming. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now we whisk it all together. We whisk it all together. There it is. This whisk is a piece of shit, but hey, it works. Let's move it over here for good view. And mix it all together. That smells pretty good. That smells good. Holy. think that's okay. I think it's okay. I think that's good. There it is so far. Now, here comes the good part. Here comes the dankness. Now we add the mayonnaise. Alright, we need 9 tablespoons of fucking mayonnaise. 9 tablespoons. I'm going to video game myself at this point. Holy shit. Here's a tablespoon. Actually, you know what? I think I got some things mixed up. Let me add a little bit more vanilla extract. Because I just realized I used a teaspoon for the vanilla extract and it asked for a tablespoon of vanilla extract. So let's add a little bit more of that. The main ingredient, yes. Bit more vanilla extract. I don't want this shit to be too bitter, even though we added in so much sugar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can't whisk it. Can't whisk it enough. Can't whisk it enough. There we go. This is going to be messy. This is going to be real gross. So, how the fuck am I going to go about doing this? Let me get a knife, I guess. Oh, it's just surgical with this shit. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy fuck. Oh my god. It smells like, oh, just like mayonnaise. Yeah, I'm white. What about it? Look at that. There it is. I released right into it. Alright, goddamn rug, there we go. Now we mix that bitch together. Oh my god. This has to be illegal. This has to be illegal. Okay. Hey, but based on science, this should work. 1 egg equals 3 tablespoons, ladies and gentlemen. So, do the math. How many eggs did we need? Alright. I think that looks okay. It's weird. I do math 3 times. It's kind of weird. I can't smell the mayonnaise. I can't smell the mayonnaise. But when I do smell it, it still has that that bitter mayonnaise smell to it. It doesn't smell like mayonnaise, but you can tell that there is mayonnaise just based on the after whiff of the I don't know how to describe it. But you can tell, but it doesn't exactly smell like mayonnaise. It's kind of weird. Okay. That looks good so far. Go ahead in there. This is how it is so far. Now we're gonna go ahead and get to the next part. We're almost there, actually. Sift 1 cup of flour, and then 1 out of 4 cup of flour, 1 out of 3 of cocoa, whisk that all together, and then add half a cup of chocolate chips. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We got our flour. We got our whisk. I'm going to set it like this. Oh, look at that. That is professional, baby. And then get our cocoa out as well. Now, let's take a look at our portions again. 1 cup of flour. I hate, this is the worst part for me. I hate flour and I hate cocoa powder. I hate dealing with them. Because I always get it on me. And I also always get it all over the place. And it's just a big mess. Who knows, maybe I just pour it like a retard. Oh, yep, already got some on the counter. That's great. Okay, just pat it down a bit. Flatten it out so that I can get more on it. Professional at making the most cursed food possible. Hell yeah. Almost there. Oh my god, dude. Kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me. I hate dealing with flour. That's not exact. It's got to be more. Let me get actually a big spoon to sort of dig it out because there we go. That looks good. That's good. And then 1 out of 4 of flour. I think I have one of those. That's half. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 4. I think we can just dump this bitch. Yeah, that's almost perfect. Wash my hands, fuck. And then we also do the cocoa. 1 out of 3 of cocoa. Which is, no, that's 1 of 8. 1 of 3, here it is. Of cocoa. This is 10 times worse than flour. Oh god. It just turns into dust. And when it turns into dust, it grabs onto everything. It's all over my fingers, god. Okay, there we go. That was easier, but it's gonna be all over the place. Fuck cocoa. And now, we actually sift this bad boy. Ooh, it's actually getting pretty hot on the stove. I don't know if I should leave this on top. Let me check it here. It's actually doing pretty decent. It's doing pretty good. Maybe a better angle. This seems okay. Yeah, that seems okay. Now, we just gradually add it in by sifting it. I'm sure there's a reason why we sift. So it's not big ass clumps. Okay, now the flour. Boom. Doesn't matter if a little bit still gets in. That's like the little bits and pieces that'll go in anyway. And now, the big boy flour. Holy. That is a lot. That is a lot of flour. Okay, let's take these, put them in the sink, and now we start whisking away. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I gotta be careful. I don't want to get, it's already on the floor. But hey, that's part of life, man. That's just part of it. That's just part of what you do. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. It's all coming together, boys. Holy, it's starting to get nice and thick. It's starting to get real painful to whisk now. Gotta get all the little bits and pieces of flour off the sides. Brownies with raw flour on the sides is no good. Alright, that's dog shit. Still some flour at the top here. Boom. I think that's looking pretty good. There's still some raw flour at the top, man. Top of the whisk. I hate whisks. Who invented these? Actually, they're kind of useful. It's just they're a pain in the ass to clean. There we go. Look at it so far. It smells just as good as it looks. Okay. Next up, the half a cup of chocolate chips. Now, just like I promised, we're going to do half of these regulars, half of this. So it's going to be chocolate peanut butter brownies. Is that a good thing? It is a good thing. It smells fucking dank. So it's asking for half cup. So we can certainly oblige. Oh my god, that smells good. Holy. Half a cup. Where's my half? There it is. Still had some sugar in there. Alright. Half a cup of these. I'm gonna fill it half up with this. And then the other half with this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be wicked. That is going to be wicked. Now we just pour it in there and we mix. And then after that, it should be ready for baking. But how good does it really look? See for yourself. The lighting's kind of ass. Let me, something like this. You know what? There's no raw eggs in here, so let me get a taste. Not bad. I've definitely done better though. I've definitely done better. It's okay. It's okay. I can taste chocolate. It's just not as strong. It indeed looks like brownies. That is the benefit of mayonnaise, fellas. You can eat as much of the raw batter as you want. If you're okay with eating raw flour, that is. Alright, now it's basically ready. Let me actually check the sides again. Oh yeah, there's still some raw flour off to the side. Let me make sure there's none of that. One more check at the bottom. The last time I did this, there's raw flour at the bottom. Let me see. That is good. Okay. It's much more solid than when I did it before. Before I did it, it was a lot more liquidy. So this is a good sign. This is a good sign. I like it a bit more rougher. That's what she said. Boom. Okay. I can guarantee you this is clean. Okay. It just looks like that now. Where's our spray? There it is. extra virgin. Now, here's the problem. Here's the real problem. When I got to these, I was mostly getting them just for cookies, but I think you can see a problem here. They're a little bit too large for this pan, so we're gonna have to play arts and crafts for a moment. Where's my... I'll be right back. Let me just get a good measurement of this. This is ultra scuffed. That looks okay. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, there we go. Got our sheet over here. Now we just gotta spray this bitch up. If there's such a thing as virgin olive oil, then what's non-virgin olive oil? You are a philosopher, my friend. Okay, now we just gently spray this, okay? Because you don't want it to taste like olive oil, okay? You don't want it to taste like that, so just like off the sides. And done. Literally, that's it. And now, this is going to be pretty painful to watch, okay? Because of how scuffed it is, okay? So, something like this. Make sure I don't fucking pierce it, because I don't want to have to redo that. Redo cutting this shit out. But if it works, it works. Traditionally, virgin olive oil is the first press of an olive. Extra virgin is the first press of the first harvest of olives. Wow. Jamie, play the more you know sound effect. I don't want to put it in the fucking oven like that. Hang on. Let me give it a haircut real quick. Shit, man, this is so scuffed. Okay, there it is. Okay, and now we do it another spray along the edges. There we go. Ugh, it smells like virgin olive oil, but you know, it's not going to taste like virgin olive oil. Hopefully. Okay, so I have to take my flannel off for this one. Modern times, there is a board who uses a bunch of chemical and acidity tests to determine virginity of olive oil. There are certain levels of virginity, okay? There's max level and there's low level virginity. And now we just pour it. Actually, using a whisk for this is kind of cancer. Where's my thingy? Where's my thingy? There it is. Here's my thingy. Let me get the whisk out of here. Man, I don't want to waste this much batter. Let go. Let go of it. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, whatever. There's a big chunk in there that I want to get. There we go. Perfect. Fuck you. Let's get the rest out. Before we get the rest out, let's spread it out nice and evenly. I'll give you guys a good view of it in a moment, just after I pour it. This would be much more badass with that extra camera, but OBS is a piece of shit. A bit more over here on this side. Some more over here. Actually, I don't know if it's OBS. I'm pretty sure it's just like that webcam I was trying to use. Because it has its own dedicated microphone, it just doesn't want to work for some reason. I'm something of a recreational virgin myself. Based. This looks like a lot less than what I think, but hey, fuck it, dude. It's supposed to rise in the... It's supposed to rise. It's supposed to get bigger. Babe, it hasn't grown yet, okay? Don't judge it. God. It's cold out. Alright. That's what the bowl looks like. Let me get my spoon. Actually, this has flour on it. Let me get this one. Just scoop it off. There we go. Scoop it off. There we go. Just scoop it. A little bit more here. There's some cracks on the sides. I don't want this to turn out badly. I want this to go hard as fuck. I kind of resisted the urge to put sriracha in this for some reason. I had that urge. I don't know why. Like, you know what? Let's add a little bit of spice. Some sriracha in there, huh? Like, no, don't do that. Are you stupid? You're gonna ruin it. Okay. Sriracha brownies. Holy fuck. That looks good. That looks real good. I mean, there's still a little bit left in the bowl. Maybe I can scrape up a bit more. Scrape the barrel, like World War II, baby. Let's go. Scrape the barrel, like those unwilling Quebecers that we sent to Germany. Let's see. Hell yeah. Okay, fuck it, that's good. This is gonna go in the oven. How's that? Spicy brownies. It wouldn't be spicy brownies. I mean, you could say they're spicy brownies, but it'll be like regular brownies with just a hint of spice. Like as you eat the brownie and swallow it, a little bit of spice at the back of your throat, and you can taste the sriracha and the peppers. That would, oh, I don't know why, that would just be good. Looks about right. Okay, fuck it. Now we put her in the oven. And then we leave it in there first for 25 minutes. And then, after 25 minutes, we check on it. If it's still not done yet, we wait another 5 minutes, and then so on and so forth. Because the directions of this is to say like a minimum of 35 minutes. Last time I did that, the brownies were fucking burnt to a crisp, okay? So let's start with 25 minutes. Let's open the stove. I don't want to have the hot air cook you guys, so. And at the back there. And we start. Boom, 25 minutes. And now we play the waiting game. Although for now I kind of want to do the dishes. This place looks like shit. Dishes stream, baby. Oh my god. You know what? I judged it too harshly. I judged it way too harshly. I just didn't get a good enough sample. That is good. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pretend you're not even there, okay? I'm gonna pretend you're not even here, okay? This is some good content. Good ass content, baby. Look at how clean that whisk is. Holy. Okay. That's about it. How much time do we have left? 20 minutes. Okay. 20 minutes. Let's clean the counter. Should put this away here. This goes in here. Same for this. Oh God, I got water on my notebook. Whatever, it's from the dollar store. Where'd that fucker go? Disappeared. It's like poo-poo. It's like poo-poo. Where's the organics? There we go. There we go. Okay. It's like nothing ever happened, Kappa. Okay, you know what? We've got about 18 minutes left. So, I guess we can do some React Andy content. Oh, I feel real nervous about having this on the fucking stove, by the way. Oh yeah, that's a good angle. That's really nice. Alright, what the fuck are we going to do? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have headphones on, so this is gonna be extra ass. Want to learn about the employment rate of Whiterun? Sure thing, why not? Oh wow, look at that! It's like a little remnants of my other webcam that took the shitter. Let me go back over here. That's nice. Oh, 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 oh. Actually, I had it before. Oh, oh, oh. There we go.
Step into a world of
endless possibilities. Wait a minute. I need like a way to read chat or something. Actually, I could just do some bullshit like this. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then we do window capture. Something like this. This is gonna look real awful, but hey, fuck it, you know? Let's get something in the backdrop. Never mind, fuck it. Let's just go. Yo guys, welcome back to another episode of Legit Videos. It's your boy Two Brain Cells. Let's do it.
possibilities where you can be anything you imagine.
No, I can't.
Welcome to Whiterun. The city of dreams in Skyrim is what they call it. Full of lively citizens, full of people with a variety of jobs. They've even got little asshole kids. But what's really going on underneath the surface of this bustling city in the province of Skyrim? Are things really as harmonious as they seem? Is the economy really as self-sustaining as first glance would have you believe? Well, that's what we're going to figure out today. We're going to be calculating the unemployment rate in Whiterun in Skyrim.
If I were to guess, actually, the economy of Whiterun would be farming, mostly. Farming. What? There's some jewel makers. There's like one jewel makers. We have there's a couple blacksmiths there. So they might actually be producing arms for the army as well. So we'll see.
So we will.
And there's actually a couple homeless. There's like one dude and there's like the homeless kid, right?
I'll start with this initial neighborhood, right? When you come in the front gates, we're going to start with this neighborhood here. The boundaries of this neighborhood are going to be those steps, and then up around this way there's some more steps back there. So it's all these houses with these green roofs down in this first section.
Wow.
So our first candidate here is going to be Whiterun Guard number 1. These are some of the people who do not have names, which is annoying because they do have jobs, so I do have to keep track of them. I don't know if there's going to be any way for us to tell them apart, but regardless, he is employed. Next up, we got these two houses. We're going to start on the left and go to the right, okay? The guard barracks. In the guard barracks, we have 1 employed person, 2 employed persons, but that's it. There's no other people in the guard barracks right now. There are.
You know, counting the guards might actually be relatively easy. It sounds like kind of cancer because they all look the same, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? I'm just thinking of the stationary guards. Probably like a couple of other fuckers that have patrols everywhere, and you have to keep track of those guys. That's gonna be funny.
So we're gonna assume that there's at least 4 guards in the city. But we'll deal with that later. Just make sure there's no one up on the roof of the guard barracks. Make sure there's nobody sleeping in the sewers. Those people count. You know, you want to ignore them and build benches with spikes on them. They count. Those are people, human beings. Adrienne Ebenici, she's working right now. That's an employed person. Then we got this guy walking around. Hello, sir. You're also employed. Thank you. I'm going to have to keep a second page of names to make sure that I'm counting everyone, right? Amron says, sometimes I miss the soldier's life, which means maybe he's not a soldier anymore. I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. That sounds like an unemployed person if I ever heard of one. He's been spending time looking for his father's old sword. Okay, so all he's doing is look at this. Is like a guy you meet out in the country. You know, you meet a guy out in the country and he's like, my granddaddy put a bunch of stuff in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Gold. Those people are never employed. And we got this little kid
True.
Lars. Unfortunately, children are not allowed to work, so they don't count. This guy's walking around.
Wrong. Ask China.
His name is Sigurd. Sigurd is currently working, and I can't talk to him, so he's employed. Keep working, Sigurd. Keep working. You got stuff to do. Cigarettes, maybe?
I work with my mother.
Mila says, I work with my mother. First of all, who's your mother? I'm smelling an OSHA violation. So despite the fact that she says I work with my
Fucking
mother,
pussy.
should we count her as employed? I don't think so, because that's illegal. So that's off the book. She doesn't count. She's not applicable. What's her name? Mila? Ulfred. So he's like the leader of a clan of mercenaries. That counts as...
I disagree. That 100% counts. She might have a wage. Actually, let me check my battery. I don't want... Because the battery of my fucking stove. There we go. Okay. Actually... What counts is, does she have a wage or not? Actually, it might actually not count because she's working with her mother, so she's getting paid for the privilege of living there. So I guess, okay, fuck that.
That's employment, right? Seems like an asshole, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a job. Anybody else wandering the streets of this neighborhood? Let's see. Nazim. Who are you, Nazim?
I own Chilford Farm, you see.
He owns a
It's Elon, okay? It's
farm.
Elon.
He's a dirty landlord, but unfortunately that doesn't mean he's not employed. Alright. What about you, old lady?
He just hangs around the government building and it does nothing but act important. It's literally Elon, okay?
Can't tell if she works
He's unemployed. Unemployed.
or not. She's wearing gloves. That sounds like something that a worker would do. I guess we'll just have to follow her around for a moment. Keep walking, I'm just following you around trying to figure out what you're up to. Come to chat with an old woman, do your good deed for the day. To me that sounds like she's probably retired.
Yep.
She's talking about like, we know our place, so I'm just an old woman who's looked down upon. I think she doesn't count. I think she's probably retired based on the way she's talking about herself. At this 15 minutes, I've only gone inside one building. This is horrible. Alright, let's go. We gotta go in this building now. War Maidens. This is a shop, so someone's gotta be working here.
Spring? Roblox? Spring! Roblox! Yes!
Roblox.
Hi, I'm just trying to make sense of all this data.
Just get Sasvaya.
And lo and behold, we got Ulfberth. Next up, the Drunken Huntsman, Elrindir. He sells things. Employed. Janassa.
Employed.
Janassa is a mercenary.
I am an artist. The
Where do you live, Janassa? Because I get the sense that, well, what is the Drunken Huntsman? Is this a bar or is it...
Mercenary might be kind of interesting, because you're in that limbo of being employed and not employed. Technically, she's currently unemployed, because you haven't hired her yet.
If this is an inn, you're probably from out of town, but if this is a bar, you might live here. Looks like an inn. Yeah, this is an inn. So you're probably not from here. You're probably not from...
She's like seeking work. She's seeking work. She's looking for work.
In town. Also, look at your face. You don't look like you're from here. Okay, what's going on back here? Olava the Feeble. Feeble, that doesn't sound like a name befitting someone who's capable of work. But she does do tarot readings. But I live in New Orleans, and there's loads of people out on the street doing tarot readings, and I guarantee you they're not filing with the unemployment office. Again, I'm not knocking the profession. I'm just saying it's probably off the books.
Kappa.
In the eyes of the government, she probably doesn't count as employable, so I'm going to mark her down as not applicable, as opposed to unemployed. But she's definitely not employed, you know what I'm saying? No, there's so many buildings.
Fucking ageist, bro, come
Continuing up
on.
the road, any more buildings? Already did that one. Anybody out over here?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Yeah, you could say that, Chuck. Next up, we're going in this place. Got two people here. Who are you? Sigurd, I already talked to you. You have a job. Bellathor, you definitely have a job. Next
Wow,
up,
Pog.
this is Arcadia. She owns a cauldron shop or something like that. I don't care about the details. I just need to know that she's employed. Next up, we gotta check the Bannered Mare. Oh god, there's loads of people in here. Alright. First up, Isolda. Oh yeah, you have a house around here. What do you do? So she's trying to find a job. at the
Unemployed.
moment. She's trying to find a job, but she doesn't have a job now. That's classic unemployed. You're dressed like someone who has a job. Prove it. Well, his attire implies that he has a job. Most people wouldn't dress like this if they didn't have a job, right? He's eating bread, that means he can afford bread. I wish I could pickpocket him to see his effects. Maybe I'll do that. He doesn't have anything on him. Are you employed, or do you just like to dress up as a cop? And
He's just a bum.
You know, like those guys who walk around with their conceal and carry guns not concealed. Sinmir, I think you're unemployed. Yeah, he's an
Fucking
unemployed
wrecked.
drunk former cop. Carlota Valencia, what do you do for work? Carlota, anything? I guess we'll have to follow her and find out. Buy something. As a matter of fact, I would love to buy something from your shop. Thank you for informing me that you have a job. Where's my pen? I haven't talked to you yet. Oh, Battleborn, you work for that clan, huh? Hulda, she's working at a bar. Employed. Sadia, she works at the bar. Good
Sadia,
job.
God
Good
help me.
job, Sadia, thank you. Olfina Greymane. What do you do, Olfina? You have a dirty rag and a dagger. Seems like someone who probably works.
My
Unless
type of
that's
girl.
Just like everyone carries those around for any time they gotta use the old pot of gold. Do you have a job is what I need to know. The dirty rag implies maybe. The dagger implies maybe. We might have to come back to you.
Oops.
You're not giving me anything.
There you go.
Her name is Greymane, which is the name of a mercenary clan, so it's possible she's with them. But she's not kitted out like all the other mercenaries, you know? Like, this guy's a mercenary, he's all kitted out with stuff, which isn't necessarily a deal breaker. She does have a knife. Olfina, I'll have to come back to you. Mikhail, unfortunately for everyone here, you are employed.
There we go.
Edgar the Unbroken, hello.
I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him.
Whoa. So she applied for a job, and as part of her job interview, they set her up with a fight, and then she killed the person she was fighting. So
She's a mercenary. She's just like the other. She's just like the other dude.
they wouldn't hire her. Ulfgard, I'm sorry, but... Alright, who the hell else?
I don't remember. Did he label the last mercenary as unemployed? If she's unemployed, the other nerd is 100% unemployed. I mean, she has some story to her unemployment, but the other dude is literally just pending for work still. Literally the exact same, just different circumstances.
Here. Alright, Brenuin. Well, you certainly look employed with fine clothes like this. Alright, drunk 24/7, horrible clothes, and he's trying to get me a steal for him. No way is this guy. Anyone else in this room? I already talked to you.
Okay,
What about
based.
back here? Sadia, I already talked to you. Alright, I think that's everyone in the Bannered Mare. Alright, not bad. The question with
Checking
you
the
is...
brownies for a second.
Do you live here, though? I didn't
I think
think
it's looking
about
good so
that.
far.
Who are the companions?
I don't have an eye on the
Sounds like
timer.
she applied to a job with the companions. Are they local? The companions are the Warriors Guild of Skyrim, and they're based in Whiterun. So she applied for a job in Whiterun.
Oh, okay.
So she either doesn't live anywhere, or she lives in Whiterun, but she is in an inn. And I just qualify that other person for that. She probably came here looking for a job, got rejected, has to stay in the inn.
Wait, hold up.
Who are the companions? It sounds like she applied to a job with the companions. Are they local? The companions are the Warriors Guild of Skyrim, and they're based in Whiterun, so she applied for a job in Whiterun. So she either doesn't live anywhere or she lives in Whiterun, but she is in an inn, and I just qualified that other person for that. She probably came here looking for a job, got rejected, has to stay in the inn, and therefore doesn't count. I'm taking her off. I'm putting her on the out-of-town list. Dude, I keep losing my pen.
Out of town? Oh, wait, it's because she's not a local? Okay, whatever. Huh.
Dropped my pen like 5 times. There it is. Alright, the last building in this first neighborhood is going to be Severio Pelagia's house. It's currently locked, so I'm kind of just waiting for him to... Oh, there he is.
Good for my crops.
My crops. Perfect. He's employed. He's a farmer. Alright, I'm going to do one final sweep to see if I run into anyone. There's 2 guards here. I'm going to have to do a full guard count later. I'm just going to check all these back areas, make sure I didn't miss anyone. I already talked to you. Pelagia, you're going somewhere. I already talked to you. I already talked to you. Erland, I didn't talk to you, I don't think. Oh, you're a forger man. Forger man is employed. Very nice. Thank you, Erland. I assume you're going to be, so I'm going to run into you later, but thank you for participating this early on in the survey. Alright, I got 2 more people out here. Enoriath, and then Freya, also working on the market stand. Any other stragglers? Alright, this first neighborhood, I think I've got everyone. Talk to you. Oh my god, who are you? Alum? Who are you and where are you going? Nope, she's going inside. Inside where?
Looking for my husband.
Oh, you're Nazim's husband. Well, that doesn't really help.
You're Nazim's husband. Okay. Legendary misspeak.
What
Cool.
about you? Oh my god, do you work at a morgue? Oh, these people are alive. She works at a healing center? No, she's just sitting down at the healing center? Is this like is the temple? Really nice. Where's my pen? I lost my pen again, believe it or not. Where the fuck? She's eating in the church? That's not allowed. Oh, yes it is. Body of Christ and all that. Oh my god, am I already over an hour? This is gonna take ages. Where's my pen? Ah! What's she doing? She's healing, or is she just praying?
Praying to Jeebus.
Oh, this seems so close to being a job. Is this a job? Alright, I gotta leave her be so she can either work or is she just doing thoughts and prayers, you know? If the soldier gets better, she's working. If he doesn't, she's just giving him thoughts and prayers. Oh my god, now she's eating in front of him? Come on. I really can't tell if she's just praying or if she's helping. Because this guy, see this guy? Acolyte? He went up to this farmer and did some stuff, and then the farmer was like, oh, I feel better. But all she did was stand over this soldier and start eating. For now, I'm leaning towards she doesn't count. Because her husband's got a job, and it seems like she's content to just walk around and eat all day. For now, I'm going to mark her down as not applicable. Alright, I believe that wraps it up for everyone who either works or walks through or lives in this first neighborhood. Okay, according to my survey, there are 33 people in this first area that we ran into. Of those, 22 employed, 4 unemployed, and the rest are either out-of-towners or don't count. So far, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. The next neighborhood we have to look at is this one by this giant tree. First up, Alma.
Yes.
She's the one that we're not sure about yet, so we'll keep an eye on her and see how we feel. Danica Pure Spring is
It's a shame.
a priestess. Do priests count as employed? Where's my phone?
Yes.
For services within the ministry, members of a clergy receive a W-2 form, but they do not have their Social Security Medicare taxes withheld, so they do have to pay it as though it's a self-employment tax on a 1040. Okay, that's like what I have to do. And I count as employed. It looks like in the eyes of the state they are considered employed, but they're considered self-employed or contractors. So, I mean, that still counts. So that seems to be the general thing. Now, that lady walked away from me, so I'm just going to have to find her later. Next up, Commander Caius. He's a commander. That sounds like a job. Thank you, sir. Birgit.
That is indeed a job.
Birgit, you look retired. A lot of old people in Birgit, or in Whiterun. A lot of old folks. That means it must be a good place to live, you know? See, but yeah, so we say that, right? You're employed, you're a priest, you're self-employed, but he seems like a street preacher, and those people are not employed. And
yeah, he's a street preacher. This motherfucker doesn't leave this area ever, okay? Actually, he does have a house, But he just goes back and forth between his little shack, his little crack shack, and then goes back. Oh shit, nice. That's 25 minutes. That is 25 minutes. That is not what I wanted to select. Why is it on the wrong webcam? Whatever. Let me go ahead and take a look at it. What a nice cutaway. I got my little stick here. I'm going to test the dampness of it. Bring it down more. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck am I looking at? Something tells me it's not supposed to do this. Like, look at it. Can you see that? It's like bubbling. It's like, it's... I can't, that is not good. What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna put it back in there. We're gonna leave it in there for 5 more minutes. What the fuck is that? That looks cursed. That actually looks cursed. That, you know what? That looks real cooked. I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna be edible. I think it's just gonna turn into the. Dude. When I described the Downy brownie, it was literally like the last time I described it to you at school, right? It was literally like a candy. It's like a thin piece of like chocolate. I think we're gonna get that. We're not gonna get a proper brownie. It's gonna be so bad. I'm looking forward to it, though. We're gonna leave it in there for 5 more minutes, which would be 30 minutes in total, which honestly I think we should stop there. After 30 minutes, we'll stop there. Okay? After the 5 minutes have passed, we'll stop there. We won't go past the 35-minute mark. Because whenever that happens, it just literally gets fucking fried up. Actually, maybe I should leave it in there more. I don't know. I do not know. Huh. I am worried. Let me just do something real quick. Yeah. Let me actually reposition. Something like this. Yeah, it's still like that. I don't get it. It looks like a witch's brew. It's like a witch brew or some shit. I don't know how to describe it. It looks so gross and weird. And it smells weird too. It smells like, it smells kind of like an overly chemically sweet brownie. The brownie brew. It transforms from the brownie brew into the Downy brownie, and that's how you get it. Fuck, bro. How long have we got? 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That looks really bad. I don't think it's rising. It's literally like liquid. It's like liquid. It's like fucking liquid. When I pulled the, let me see, where's my wooden Q-tip? Here it is. Like, look at that. Like, it should be properly coated, right? But like, it's so liquidy that it didn't even stick to this. It just, Downy brownie soup. This is all part of the plan, fellas. This is all part of the plan. This is how you make it. A Q-tip. I don't know. A toothpick. Yeah, toothpick. How long? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay. After that, we'll have to call it there. Honestly, I don't want to overcook it because then not only we'll have brownie like disgusting soup, then we'll also have disgusting brownie overcooked sides with dog shit in the middle. Time to eat cold brownie soup with a fork. No. We would have to let this sit for like a good hour before we start eating it. Okay? Like first, after this is done cooking, we can end the stream and then play some Schedule 1. And then after that, we'll check on the brownies again. I think that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. But this does not look good. It does not look good. 40 seconds left. It's like boiling. It's boiling on the top. It's so bad. Like, the instructions were perfect, okay? I did this perfectly, okay? But it has to be the mayonnaise. It has to be the mayonnaise. Because I did this recipe exactly with eggs, and it has to be the mayonnaise. That's what did it. It has to be the mayonnaise. Okay, this recipe, I've tried it several times. It's almost perfect. The only difference is the mayonnaise. It's the mayonnaise, okay? 100%. 100%. 100%. Let me... Oh. Okay, I think it's good now. Whatever it looks like, whatever it is, that is our product, okay? I want to set it on this table. Jesus fucking Christ. God help me, for all that is holy. Oh. What have we done? It's literally soup. The edges are burnt to shit. And it's like liquid in the middle. Okay. That's our product. That is the Downy Brownie. You have to get a better look at this. This is atrocious. Okay? Let's turn off the stove. Oh my fucking god. Let me see if I can bring you closer. Alright? Look at that. Look at the edges. The edges are burnt. The top is boiling. It's got some white shit on top of it. And it's steaming. I can see steam coming off the top. Oh, that is so bad. We're gonna get like some sort of brownie, like brownie soup. Exactly what I expected of a mayo brownie. Yeah. You know what? That's the Downy Brownie right there. There it is. There it is, fellas. Easy clap. So now, we let that sit for like an hour and a half. Okay, and in the meantime, we can do some gaming. Let me actually set the timer for an hour and a half. There we go. And then after an hour and a half, we'll see how it looks. I'm not expecting a miracle, okay? This looks horrible. You're gonna have to pay me to eat this shit. But hey, that's what we do. That's what we do here. Wow, gaming. All right. So we're gonna end the stream here for now. We'll be back in like 5 or so minutes.